Within the Scholomance lays the Barov family fortune. I, Alexei Barov, am one of the last two remaining heirs of the House Barov. My brother Weldon is the other. Weldon, the miserable coward, fled during the war and thus retained his worthless existence as a human. He now searches for the deeds so that he may claim the fortune for his own. Recover the deeds before my brother does, and I shall make you wealthy beyond your wildest dreams.
So to bring pain and strife to the Scarlet Crusade, I want to take their precious lumber mill from them. I'm sure the loss of such a resource will cause them a great deal of harm in defending and rebuilding the town for their own reasons. Will you help me, adventurer? Start by taking this jar to Plaguewood in the Eastern Plaguelands. Fill it with the termites you find in their mounds throughout the woods. Come back when you have enough.
Go forth to victory.
What? Welcome to the front lines, adventurer. While politicians may connive and scheme amongst themselves, they'll find no such luxury afforded to them here. This is the Bulwark, and we fight for our continued survival on a daily basis here. If you've come here looking for a chance to prove yourself as a hero, then you'll find plenty of opportunities to do so. Especially as we push towards Andorhal and whatever malign force that controls the Scourge there.
Before Andorhal, we must tackle the advancing Scarlet Crusade menace from Hearthglen. They've made camp between Fellstone Field and Dawson's Tears, making us risk conflict against both the Scourge and the Crusade at once. My plan is to play them off of each other by sending you to destroy the command tent they've set up. Use some flame in a bottle from this box of incendiaries. Once raised, plant this Scourge banner by the tent. With some luck, they'll ignore us and focus on the Scourge for vengeance.
Resourceful for a human, Gregor is. He's been dealing with the Steam Needle cartel for some time now, and has become an expert on the art of goblin negotiations. Though it's true that the goblins' primary loyalties lie with those who have the largest coin purses, they also know and respect the value of diplomacy. If anything, it provides them with repeat customers. At any rate, the Argent Dawn acknowledges you for your effort. Please have this with our thanks. All who fight evil on behalf of the Argent Dawn must don our commission. Wearing such will earn your right to claim rewards our quartermasters have to offer. While under commission, you'll be able to acquire Scourge Stones from Slain Scourge. These are marks of insignia that they sometimes possess. Procure these insignia and bring them to me. For each set you turn in, you will receive our marker of heroism, the Argent Dawn Valor Token. Achieve your destiny, adventurer. Join the fight today.
I have so much to do. So much before the plague comes.
The package must be delivered. Delivered before I'm trapped here. The cries of a panicked woman feel almost like a whisper floating through the house. Cowered in the upstairs corner is the apparition of a woman. She does not seem to be fully cognizant of her surroundings. And she is only vaguely aware of me. Are you here to deliver my package? Please, before it gets much worse. I was going to ride out. It should still be by my horse. Or am I too late?
No.
Hello.
Hello, adventurer. Sorry, I'm recovering from my wounds. Those Scarlet Crusaders are tougher than I had given them credit for. They almost did me in. You should be careful too. I'd hate to see them get the jump on you. I was sent as a scout to do some damage and gauge the strength of Hearthglen's defenses. Some people in the Alliance feel the little town has more than historical importance. It's not my job to question what that importance is, but regardless, I'm in no shape to continue until I rest up. If you're willing, I'd pay handsomely for some help. Start south of here at their camp near the small bulwark they've set up. If you prove strong enough, maybe I could get your help with my main goal.
Yeah!
can I do for you?
Well done, adventurer. I'm amazed you dealt with them so quickly. Thank you. I have yet to meet anyone that approves of the Scarlet Crusade and their methods. I believe in the light as much as anyone else in Stormwind. But they've demonstrated that they only want to kill anyone not loyal to their movement, even innocents. My real mission was to weaken the Scarlet Crusade's outlying forces, and then infiltrate Hearthglen to gauge their numbers. I'm still in no shape to do it on my own, so perhaps I could ask you to aid me again, adventurer? From what information I gathered before being discovered, the Crusade has two important members that are the backbone of their forces outside the town. Huntsman Radley and Cavalier Durgan. Kill them and we're making progress. They should be along Hearthglen Pass outside the town proper.
Need help?
Thank you, adventurer. You've been more help than I could have hoped for. The air here just seems to suck my will. I feel tired, and I can tell I'm not getting any better the longer I'm here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to infiltrate Hearthglen itself and report on how strong the Scarlet Crusade's presence is. But that's another matter before you leave. Here, take this. As payment for your help. Thank you again. What? Really? You want to know more? But you've already done so much for me, adventurer. I couldn't possibly ask you to enter Hearthglen itself on my behalf. Are you sure, adventurer? Hearthglen is much more dangerous than the pass. I cannot provide you any protection or even information about what you might face. Well, if you really are willing to help, then enter the town and find a high place to gain a good view of the town. From there, you can gauge their numbers and report them back to me. But be careful.
Please help me, brother. I will soon pass from this world. And though I suffer, I know I shall not any more once I pass. The wildlife, though, my brother, the wildlife suffers too, and it knows no release. I ask for your aid with my last breaths of life. While there was little I could do alone to thwart the scourge, I nevertheless came to these lands to try and heal the damage done to nature. Animals suffer from the plague that continues to choke these lands, unable to find mercy and peace. I ask for you to continue what I could not finish here. There is no salvation for the suffering animals but a sweet and merciful release. Seek out diseased wolves nearby and put them down. Please, adventurer, end their misery. Doing so will surely soothe mine. I sense that the souls of those wolves you have put down now have rest. They and I thank you for a merciful release. The wolves are not alone in their suffering within this damnable place, adventurer. Please, I have need of you once more. To the east of where we are, near where the eastern plague lands begin, once proud and majestic grizzlies roamed the countryside. The plague released by the scourge has sundered these beasts too. They wander the countryside, agonized by the stiffening of their muscles and the rotting of their fur and flesh. I ask of you to end their misery as well. The only cure for their suffering is a swift death, one that must be ministered by your hand. I know that the Grizzlies have been put down, their torment at an end. I have one more thing for you. I wrote it down on this branch, sensing that my time in this realm had come to an end. Indeed, I am at that end. Thank you again, friend. The creatures of this accursed land may rest, and now shall I. With that, a heavy sigh is uttered by the druid, followed by what sounds like a death rattle. His body lies motionless on the cottage floor. The lifeless hand of the Tauren druid clutches a surprisingly healthy-looking oaken branch. Examining the branch reveals glyphs of a druidic nature carved into the bark. As you grasp the branch, you notice it is warm to the touch more than it should be. The image of Thunder Bluff in Mulgore enters your mind. Elder Rise specifically, and the words Cenarian Circle are on the tip of your tongue, it would appear that the suggestion of where to take the branch has been placed within it.
Hello there, adventurer. I am known as Chronormu, but you may call me Chromie. I am comfortable with such familiarity. Now, how did I know your name, you ask? I am one of the Bronze Dragonflight, forever attuned to the ebb and flow of time. You could say that we have met before. To that end, we shall also meet again. I hope that my choice of visual demeanor does not disturb you. While I might be charged to be a sentry of sorrowful places, I choose not to drown in the sorrow of the locale. Tampering of the timeline by a sinister force, most likely the Scourge, has occurred in Andoral. I can try to keep the passage of time here intact and mend what has been damaged, but I'll need your help to do so uninterrupted. Temporal parasites, carrion that feed on the strands of time's altered flow, now infest the silos of Andorhal. A blue pulse of distortion is their only visual marker to slow my auguries. Please, adventurer, help me by using this temporal displacer to root out these parasites.
Loktar! May your blades never dull.
Welcome to the front lines, adventurer. While politicians may connive and scheme amongst themselves, they'll find no such luxury afforded to them here. This is the Bulwark, and we fight for our continued survival on a daily basis here. If you've come here looking for a chance to prove yourself as a hero, then you'll find plenty of opportunities to do so.
especially as we push towards Andorhal and whatever malign force that controls the scourge there.
Finely executed, adventurer. Your attack on the Scarlet Crusade will buy us time. I have sent one of my best scouts out to watch over the camp and make sure that the Crusade forces that come to reinforce the position will take the bait. With the pressure on us lessened, we should now finally be able to risk a mission into Andorhal itself, and an important one at that. I'd very much like it if you'd perform this one as well, based on your success to date. Through the use of a magical device known as a beacon torch, we can mark targets of our choosing for future actions by our troops. To that end, we think the Scourge are using Andorhal's watchtowers as a means to control their troop movements. Your mission: breach Andorhal's defenses to plant beacons at all 4 watchtowers. You'll need to be in the doorway of each tower to plant the beacon. It will then proceed to mark the tower. There are only 5 charges on the beacon torch, so use them wisely. Within the lands of former Lordaeron are 8 cauldrons, 4 in the west and 4 more entrenched in the east. These cauldrons spew poisons into the air, propagating the plague throughout the land for the Scourge. The necromantic might of Kel'Thuzad is too strong to outright shut down these cauldrons, but we think we might have a way to subvert them to our advantage. My second, Shadow Priestess Vandis, will be your point on this assignment. She'll continue the briefing from here. doubt you're another inept simpleton sent from a Dark Lady to train under a champion. I've sent every one of you back to her in pieces. I don't see why it will be any different this time. Mine, however, is not to question why, but instead to do as the Dark Lady bids. Surely the Dark Lady does not believe you worthy to meet her champion. You are here to feed my hounds, yes. There could be no other reason for this interruption. You kill with purpose while you remain on my stead. Your first task is to feed my hounds. Take this mortar and pestle and travel to Corin's Crossing. Once there, you will find a robust selection of scourge to slaughter. From their fresh carcasses, I need living rot. Take that living rot and grind it up in the mortar. Then let it sit to coagulate. Bring the coagulated rot back here. And imbecile, realize that living rot from the undead doesn't remain living for very long. You must kill quickly. You cannot take 2 steps off of this farm without running into one of those obnoxious bats. I want to be able to take the hounds out and slaughter Scourge without being accosted by any damned dirty bats. Obviously, I have better things to do with my time than mindlessly kill bats day in and day out. You, however, do not. What? Your training? This is your training. Now get out of my sight and don't come back until you've killed a fair number of those winged demons. Don't disappoint me. The High Elves of the Quelithian Lodge possesses something that belongs to me, adventurer. A document detailing my life as a mortal. Before you ask, no, you most certainly are not privy to such information. Just do it. Recover the registry. And imbeciles should leave as much strife and grief as possible in your wake. Leave them suffering.
Where would you like to fly to?
We have all been witness to terrible tragedies, but we must not let them drag us to despair. Instead, hold those memories close so that one day we might find a reckoning. Many of the defenders fell at the Battle of Darrowshire, and many roam again as the ghastly servants of the Scourge find these poor souls and end their misery, hunt cannibal ghouls, gibbering ghouls, and diseased flayers. Many of these fiends were once the good folk of Darrowshire, and destroying their forms now will set their souls free. You will find them in Plaguewood and Corrin's Crossing, and in other Scourge strongholds of eastern Plaguelands. This is a very special book you have brought me. I'd like to tell you that special in this case means unique and quite possibly illuminating, but that remains to be seen. Ooh, who in their right mind thinks this up? Well, now, I've heard of this Umbrance that Gregor spoke of, so this isn't without merit. I'll do my best to decipher it. As for you, please have this, courtesy of the Argent Dawn. While you are here, perhaps there are some other things you can aid us with.
I am an officer of the city, working in the capacity of the Undercity's census. Since our liberation from the Scourge, we have tried to keep an accurate track of our city's populace. Through arcane methods and sharpened mental discipline, I am able to access these records. If you have business with me accordingly, please proceed. You should know if you do, at any rate.
A package for a Jeremiah Fellstone, with his last known address as Lord Aaron. I should be able to assist you. Jeremiah Fellstone was in the city before the plague. Well, I should say the former Jeremiah Fellstone. Some of the Forsaken have changed their last names to rid themselves of their former countenance. This case is no exception. The former Jeremiah Fellstone is now known as Jeremiah Payson. Wait a minute. Isn't he the cockroach vendor?
From the evidence I am able to muster, the person you seek, and the intended recipient of the parcel, is Jeremiah Payson, the Undercity cockroach vendor. I've always been of the opinion that it takes a special gift to sell. Cockroaches. No doubt you're on quite the epic sojourn now, mighty adventurer. I will leave you to your world-shaping endeavors. Allow me, however, to be a part of your magnum opus and reveal that he is located near the bank, suitably groveling under one of the walkways.
I haven't used that name in years. But yes, at one point in my life, before this glorious unlife, that was my last name. You claim to have known my sister, or rather, have recently spoken to my sister, who's been dead for 4 years. You know, if my bones weren't already brittle enough, I'd be tempted to break my foot off on your posterior. You're quite the vulture, aren't you? What? You have a package for me from my sister?
It would seem that I was wrong about you, adventurer, and for that I owe you an apology. My sister sent me a number of personal effects, including, humorously enough, the deed to the Fellstone farm. I think I'll pass on reclaiming it right now. If my sister's spirit remains tethered to the farm and cannot rest, please, could you return this to her? It is half of a good luck charm she had, with her husband having the other half. Maybe her knowing I have these things will now put her soul to rest.